Hi friends, this is the last video in this house. This is the last video of this vegetable garden. It makes me really sad, but I'm super excited for what's coming up next. Today is the last day that we're in this home. Tomorrow we give the keys, we sell our house, and that is it. This will be part of the past. I'm super excited that I was able to share it with you, that I have all these memories. 2019 was my first year gardening and I've made it this far, and I just can't wait to see what's in the future for me, and I can't wait to share it with you. We're gonna go through the entire garden. I'm also going to do some harvesting because I have to take some things with me. And I believe I have a couple of things that I'm still taking, so I'll do that and do a final tour at the very end of what will stay for the new owners. So here we are. This is the entrance to the garden. Down here we have our beans. They're coming along pretty good. I was hoping to see them come further along, but it's okay. We still have the char. And we have Brussels sprouts. We have red cabbage. The calendulas were doing great. And then we got attacked by a lot of bugs while I was away. But they're still growing. They need to be pruned. Back here, we still have some strawberries, the elephant garlic. I checked it yesterday to see if we have some bulbs, and we don't have those yet. I believe 3 on this side, 2 on the other side. We still have the strawberries back here. More calendula. I really love this section here. This is from the side view. This is the front. That needs some cleanup. I will do some cleanup before I leave. But the kale looks gorgeous. It's thriving here. There's more shade here and it's cooler. On the other side, over there, and we have some kale that's bolting. We had a volunteer sunflower here that's already spent. It's a pretty large sunflower and I loved it. I think it was a great addition here at the entrance. This is where I had all the lettuces, the spinach, the strawberries that didn't work out. Everything is bolting, it's too hot now. And I had the drip system connected with the timer and all. I'll leave some instructions on how to reinstall that. But I removed the timer. I just didn't want to overwhelm them with that piece. And if they want to add the drip, that they can do that once they learn about it. In this area, we have some collard greens. These are beans. That right there is actually pretty amazing. It is an eggplant from last year, and I cut it down to the stump and it grew back. So I think that'd be a good addition there. And on each side of these collard greens, I have the cherry tomatoes, and these are like for a basket. They're a container. And you'll see in here there's a ton of little cherry tomatoes. So I'll be harvesting some of those to take home. Here's some more tomatoes over here. Those little bugs drive me nuts. This purple cabbage didn't do so well here. I think it was just too hot. This area is really hot. Coming back to this bed, this is where I have all the potatoes. Now it's red potatoes, yellow potatoes, and purple potatoes. The purple potatoes on this side are flowering, which is a good sign that we almost have potatoes. So I think they'll be harvesting potatoes pretty soon. And then I left the broccoli here to bolt and go to seed, and we already have some dry seed pods here. Hopefully they'll benefit from that. I know that I was doing some cleanup and there was a lot of seeds here, so I'm assuming, and you can still see them, I'm assuming that we'll have a lot of broccoli growing here. Like all this is broccoli seeds. I really do hope that I can finish this because look what's coming. They're there's a huge storm that's coming. And I wanted to make a good impression and clean it really well. But let's hurry up and show you the rest. I still left some carrots. I'll harvest a little bit of them, but leave the rest. We have some green peppers or some sweet peppers growing here. Lots of volunteer tomatoes everywhere. The mint continues to come back every year. This is probably 5 years old. So I've had that for a long time. And I love how the collard greens decorate the sides of these beds. But as you can tell, they take up a lot of room. So I truly wouldn't recommend to have many collard greens in raised beds. The kale's just beautiful. They look like Christmas trees. It's actually like 9 in the morning. Then we have our squash. And we have some squash growing, so that's exciting for them. Same over here, which I'll harvest a couple of these and leave the rest. I left my oregano without watering a few days, and look what happened. The whole thing dried out. But it looks like we still have some more growing, and this is really what happened with our winter storm. It just started to come back. So I hope that it fills up again. On this side we have some tomatoes. They've already reached the top of the trellis. Volunteer tomatoes here. Calendula, nasturtium. Got that one stuck. You see what I mean? On the collard greens, it just takes up a lot of room here. Over here, I'm really excited about this side because we have some more things to harvest. We've got the beans, and these beans actually volunteered. I didn't plant these. These came back on their own. And there's 2 varieties here. My favorite, the Valhide. And I forget what this one's called. But if you go back to my last year's videos, you'll know what those are. And then here is the exciting part. I have a lot of peppers. This is Thai hot. We have some jalapenos here, and there's a lot of jalapenos. Then we have these really spicy peppers here. Some more that are growing here. These are all the spicy peppers mixed in with all these volunteer tomatoes. This is where I had tomatoes last year. And there's tomatoes everywhere. I pulled some tomatoes from here. It's pretty crazy. Tomatoes, I think you only need them once and they will reseed every time. Coming over. I still have a lot of Swiss chard, which surprises me that I still have this celery. I actually have 2 celeries. This is a good spot for them because it's cooler on this side. I have a tomato that's not doing good, so it's probably gonna have to go. I'll prune it further down and see what happens. And I have a tomato that I can harvest. It would be my first tomato to take home, and the last one to take home from here. Then we have this volunteer sunflower. This is my favorite. I think this is the Autumn Beauty, and there's buds everywhere. So hopefully they get to enjoy that within the next week. And then down here I have my metal raised beds, which I love. I'm going to take these with me. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and transfer the petunias over to one of those beds. Take the celery with me. This is some thyme. Probably transfer some of that or take with me and take the raised beds. It truly is surreal that this is the last time I'll be here. Well, actually I could still technically come tomorrow morning because our signing is in the morning, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to. I'm also taking the arches. Those are dear to my heart. They're expensive, so they're going home with me. but I'm not taking the sitting area. That one is staying. I think this area is perfect for them, and I would hate to take something that just belongs here. I wish I would have washed those pillowcases because they do have some seeds, but this is staying. Okay, now it's time to do some harvesting and take the last things, and then I'll do a final tour of what it's gonna look like for the new owners. This is what I'm harvesting right now. I have 3 squash there, a tomato, lots of carrots. Look at the size of this carrot. My celery. Oh man, it was difficult to remove the arches, and I'm actually proud of myself for putting them in so good that it was so hard to remove. Let me give you a glimpse of what it looks like. The arches definitely make a statement here. I need to water. I don't think it's gonna rain after all, which is great because that helped me. Man, it is hot. But I'm so thankful that I was able to get some clouds, and it didn't rain, and I was able to finish. The only thing that I need now is to clean up the area where I had the metal beds, just so that the rock looks really good, and then pull some weeds. But you know what? The next video is going to be the new place. I am still going to do a lessons learned. It's probably going to be a little bit different just because I won't be here. The buyers really wanted to move into the home sooner than I expected, so we were trying to rush, get everything done so that we close tomorrow. And so that is it. Stay tuned for the next video because it's going to be the new place, and I'm so excited. Like, I've been waiting to give you hints, to give you details. To those who have subscribed to my newsletter, I will put in some extra things in there that I don't announce here or that I announce much earlier than here. So stay tuned for that. I've been so grateful for this place. I hope that the new buyers love it as much as I do and care for it as much as I do. Thank you guys so much for being part of this journey with me. I hope you stick around for the next one, and I'll see you then.